Showing up on social media can often feel like you're shouting out into the abyss. And when you're new, it can often feel like you can never figure out how to stand out on social, how to set yourself apart from others in your niche who are doing something similar to you, or maybe they're even further along than you. That's how I felt when I started my business. I had no audience, I had no influence, and I was in a very crowded niche. In this training, I'm going to share with you 3 tips to help you stand out on social media, on any platform, in any niche, and I'm going to give you some content ideas to make it happen really quickly. But if you're new here, I'm Katie Fairhurst, and my business is helping women who are struggling to make their social marketing and their network marketing businesses work for them. They feel like they're working their businesses all the time, and their bank accounts just don't reflect their efforts. My business helps you start or restart, grow, and automate your business so that you make sales 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from just one social media post per day. Oh yeah, and also rejection free. If you like trainings about building your business online in the most simple way possible, then hit like and subscribe so you don't miss the next training. Now, how do you cut through the noise, especially when you're first getting started? It can feel so hard if you're stuck here. I want you to know 2 things. Number 1, you've got this. And second, you are absolutely worthy of being here and making passive income online. By far, the thing I hear most from my clients or potential clients is the fear of not being enough. Words like, but I'm not successful yet, or I'm really not an expert in that yet. Like, why would anyone want to listen to me anyway? If you ever said any of those things, I want to take this opportunity to tell you the same thing I tell them. Someone out there needs what you have. No one has your unique combination of gifts, your story, your experience, your knowledge, the knowledge that is yet to come. There are people out there who are just waiting to find and connect with you because they have a problem they need solved, and you are the person they will relate to the most. If you are only one step ahead of someone, you can help them. So put aside that self-doubt, get rid of that imposter syndrome, that feeling of not being enough, because you are enough and the world needs what you have to share. There's probably just some skills you need to learn and develop to be able to get your message out there to the right people. There is a 3-step formula to standing out in any niche. First, you need to actually know your niche. And if you aren't sure what that is, I invite you to check out this video that I created for you around how to find your profitable niche. I promise no one has ever explained things quite like this to you ever before, and I'm gonna make things incredibly clear for you moving forward. The second part of the formula is your story. You've got to be authentic. You will never stand out by trying to be just like anybody else or showing up and sharing just a bunch of kind of watered down generic tips on social media. Like I said before, no one has your unique combination of gifts. Your niche is a part of that, but what's even more important is you. If you struggle to come up with content ideas and everything just kind of feels like blah and uninspiring, I guarantee you it's because you took the you out of your marketing. Ask yourself, what am I most passionate about when it comes to my niche? What can I talk about all day, every day when it comes to my niche? How about, why am I passionate about this? What transformations am I passionate about helping people find and achieve? There's a lot of talk on social media right now about niching down, and that's important, but what it's leading to is a bunch of kind of watered down accounts all sharing the same thing, maybe just worded in a different way. So how do you stand out? You do this by integrating your story into your niche, by sharing your lifestyle, talking about your habits, your routines, your mindset, your philosophies around why you do what you do, and more importantly, your why. And no, it doesn't have to be like Instagram worthy to work. Educational content is important, but that can't be the only thing you share. You also need to build your brand, which is you and your story. Someone's brand is basically a story that you can feel and that you're going to remember. Once you have your niche and your story, it's time to amplify them with a content strategy. Your content should consistently help the people in your niche with the problems they need solved. You do this by offering value, primarily education and also inspiration. And trends and funny memes are great, but if you want to stand out and become that kind of go-to resource in your space, you also need to be educating your audience on the topics that are important to them, while also reminding them that they have what it takes to overcome and get to where they want to go. So now that you have the formula, how do you put it all together? I want to share some content ideas that have been working really, really well for me, and not just in terms of growth, but also in conversions. Follows, likes, and comments are great, but these are vanity metrics and they don't pay the bills. Your content needs to do 3 jobs. It needs to grow your audience, it needs to nurture trust, and it needs to convert into leads and sales for your business. That's it. First, let's talk about educational or value content. Carousels, Reels, and TikToks are all excellent posts to give value to your audience. I try to post at least 1 carousel and then 4 Reels/TikToks a week by educating my audience on something related to my niche. For Reels and TikTok, sometimes I do something trendy where the video itself isn't real valuable, but then I'll provide value in the caption. But I really love just doing the talk to camera and like giving value directly into the video. Or sometimes I'll take a clip of my live or some of these YouTube videos and then I repurpose it into a Reel or a TikTok. So then how do you incorporate your story into your content strategy? Now, if you know me at all, you know I'm a little bit of an introvert. I'm not a huge fan of like letting people into my little world. And when I started doing this, I didn't tell anyone about it because it was so far against the grain from what they were used to seeing from me. And it was so different from what other entrepreneurs were teaching on Instagram specifically. But the funny thing is, when I started doing this, my engagement, my leads, my sales, my DMs, they all went through the roof. So once a week, share something personal with your audience. And once or twice a week, share something like behind the scenes as it relates to your niche. And we call this a lifestyle post. So let's talk about these personal posts. These can be like a photo dump from the weekend, a group of pictures from like a trip that you're taking, photos from a family birthday party, or whatever. Take a moment once a week in your feed and then always in your stories to remind your audience that you are a real human with a real life. And then for the lifestyle post, think about your habits, your routines, your mindset that relate to your niche, and show your audience that you live what you teach. Now, the educational posts are going to build authority, but these lifestyle posts are going to build your brand. Meaning these are the posts that are going to help you stand out and set you apart from everyone else in your niche who's teaching something similar as you. So let's do a quick recap before we wrap this up. First, know your niche. You need to know your niche like the back of your hand. Check out that video that I have linked in the description to help you with this if you're feeling stuck. Next, share your story. Don't take the you out of your business. Be authentic and embrace your uniqueness. Some of you here are really good at that and I love it and it's totally magnetizing. And finally, amplify your niche and your story with a content strategy that encompasses both. These are the 3 steps to standing out in even the most crowded market. Because like I said, no one else on the planet has your unique combination of your niche plus your story multiplied by your content strategy. If you want to dive deeper into this, I invite you to grab my newest PDF, 30 Days of Free Social Media Content Ideas for 2024. And I have that linked in the video description as well. This includes my most powerful and easiest to use content ideas that I use to power my fast growing brand, including those 3 types of posts you must be using if you want your content to grow your following and convert sales every single day. So check that out. That's it for today. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.